Hello everybody, Cloris here, author of Magnificent, Married or Not, radio show host and coach. And today, I want to talk to you about decision making. Yes, it could be very scary and very stressful to make decisions. And why is that? Well, because we are afraid of choosing the wrong option. We are afraid of what will happen in the future if that is the case. And that's why decision making is one of the main sources of questions from my clients and people who attend my live courses, my online seminars. They ask me, Cloris, how can I make the decision making process easier and more peaceful? And I actually developed a 5-step process which I can tell you about really quickly. There's a lot more to it, but I just want to give you the basics so you can start implementing that into your life today. The decision-making process starts with deciding what your values are. So yes, it's a decision. So what do? You sit down, piece of paper, quiet place, and write down the things that matter to you. So it could be your family, time with your family. It could be wealth. Maybe you want to have a lot of money. It could be your health. It could be your spirituality. It could be your connection with other people. So I'm just giving you ideas to get you thinking. So sit down, write down all those things. So once you have your list, I'd like you to see, okay, what matters to me the most? And then you assign number 1 to that. It could be, you have 2 or 3 things that rank as number 1, and that's okay. So at the end, you'll end up with a list of items that are prioritized or ranked in order of importance. Ideally, you would do this every 6 months and then see the patterns. And the pattern is a great clue as to what really matters to you. Those are your true values. Your true values will repeat themselves when you do this exercise over and over. So okay, so you have your values, then what? The next thing is to take the problem, whatever you're trying to decide, and lay out your choices. And yes, it sounds simple, right? But sometimes you forget choices and you don't consider those choices. In my case, for example, I was deciding between industrial engineering and communications when I was going to pick a major in college. And at the time I was just so stressed out. I liked both. I loved writing and I loved communicating, but I also loved math and solving problems and doing analytical work. So I wasn't sure what to do. And it's like, oh, what am I going to do? I was so stressed out. But at the time, I didn't think there were more choices. Another choice was to wait, just to wait a semester and decide what to do, or to consider a completely different career. So ask yourself, what choices are you missing? Sit down again. You have to sit down in a quiet space and really think about that. Okay, so you have your values, you have your choices. The third step is to determine which choice is best aligned with your values, with your most important values. So let's say that you're debating whether to take job A or job B, right? And job A pays a lot more, but it requires maybe 3-4 hours of overtime a day. And if one of your highest values is time with your family or time to yourself, then job A is not the best choice. So you decide which choice is best aligned with your values, and that's the best choice. And you go with that. So those are the 3 first steps. The 4th step it's actually something that we have a hard time doing, and that's to let go of the options we didn't choose. It's not easy, right? So you choose something, you make a decision, and then you go, well, what if I had chosen job A? Or what if I had gone through that path instead? And that's not good, because then it makes us doubt again, it makes us fall back into that anxiety and that stress. So just let it go. You made a decision, you move on. The other options, that's fine. You didn't experience them, and that's okay. This morning when you had breakfast and you chose, let's say, cereal, and you didn't choose eggs, well, it's fine. You had the cereal, You don't wonder all day, oh my God, what if I had had eggs for breakfast? So that's what I'm talking about. Just let it go. That's your fourth step. And then the fifth step is to trust that whatever choice you selected, because it is aligned with your values, leads you to the achievement of your goals, the achievement of a fulfilled life. It takes you to where you are supposed to go. So you gotta trust that, okay? You have to trust that the universe is working in your favor. And that because you're guided by what's inside of you, whatever you are doing is for the best. So I hope that helps. If you're watching this on another site that is not my website, I encourage you to go there, ClorisKylie.com. And there are a lot of resources to help you to make decisions and to have just a more fulfilled life. ClorisKylie.com. And then you can find me on Facebook. Just connect with me. Write your comments about this video. I love hearing from you. And I remind you, as I always say, we have two choices in life. We can live an unconscious life, having trouble making decisions, or we can be conscious of our magnificence. Thank you.